Welcome folks, I'm Hextera and in this video I'll be breaking down the footage for the Witch Ascendancy shown in the Path of Exile 2 Endgame Content Reveal video. A link will be in the description below. The first Ascendancy revealed for the Witch class was the Infernalist. There are a total of 20 nodes, 10 small and 10 notable nodes. The first notable revealed was the Loyal Hellhound, granting the skill Summon Infernal Hound. 20% of the damage you take from hits is transferred to your Hellhound. This is incredibly strong. As long as it's alive, you mitigate 20% of the damage you take from hits. This I think will probably get nerfed to around 10%, as I think it's a tad too strong, but we'll have to see. I'd suggest make the most of it while you can. The second notable we see is Pyromantic Pact. This replaces your maximum mana with Infernal Flame. You gain Infernal Flame instead of spending mana when using your skills. If you reach maximum Infernal Flame, you take 100% of your life and energy shield as fire damage, losing all Infernal Flame in the process. 10% of your Infernal Flame is lost per second if you have not gained any in the past 2 seconds. This means if you are fire resistance capped, it should only hit you for around 25% of your life and energy shield. Balancing this resource should make for an interesting and unique playstyle that you can only get from using the Infernalist. Having no mana to worry about leaves room to focus on other stats and attributes when building your Infernalist, giving a lot of options in build design for this Ascendancy. The third notable shown was Bringer of Flame. While your Infernal Flame is above 30%, you and your minions' damage will ignite enemies. This notable paired with the Hellhound and Demon form could make for a really great base for a strong Ignite build. The last notable we see is Demonic Possession, granting the skill Demon form. The longer you stay in this form, the damage you take will continuously increase, but so will your casting speed and the damage you deal. Your life will continuously drain while in this form, so stacking life regen will enable you to sustain this form for longer. I wonder what the cap damage taken, dealt and casting speed will be, and if it's actually possible to stack enough life regen to sustain a permanent demon form build, and combo this with the Hellhound to mitigate and offset the damage taken. Although we don't see a tooltip for the demon form, we can only speculate for now. This Ascendancy seems like it's going to be very fun and have a lot of options for minion and non-minion builds. The second Ascendancy shown for the Witch was the Blood Mage. There are a total of 16 nodes, 8 are small and 8 are notable nodes. The first notable shown is Sanguimancy. This makes all spells and skills cost the same amount of life as they do mana, but as a bonus every monster you kill drops life remnants, gaining back the life spent. Now, in an interview with Jonathan on Tavern Talk hosted by DM and Ghazi, we know you can double your health pool using these life remnants that monsters drop, making this incredibly powerful.
I'll go into the Blood Mage one at least. So one thing I should mention about that is that it does allow you to overcap your life by double, which is something that I didn't mention in the video, but it's kind of important, right? So effectively, if you're picking up those orbs, then you can get to double the amount of life that you normally have. So yeah,
Okay.
Mark actually pointed out. Yeah, Mark actually mentioned that I forgot to mention that upside in the in the thing. So yeah, that's kind of an important element as well.
The second notable shown is Crimson Power, gaining the energy shield bonus from your body armor as extra maximum life. Now, I'm not 100% if you lose the energy shield bonus from your armor, but by the wording it seems like you still gain the energy shield. This is only speculation, so until we actually see it in game we can't know for sure. But even if you lose the energy shield, I don't think it will be too much of a negative, because if you select this notable, you're probably building as much life as possible anyway. That brings us to the third notable shown, Vitality Siphon, causing 10% of your spell damage to be leached as life. This is really strong, specifically if you can leech the life lost using the spell, then collect the life remnant dropped by the monster when killing it and stacking even more life. The final notable shown is Gore Spike, gaining 1% critical damage bonus per 20 life. Meaning that the more life you can stack, the more critical damage bonus you gain. This paired with all the notables they have shown so far could lead to an insane crit build. For example, if you have 2000 maximum life, then using the life remnants you're able to double your maximum life to 4000. This would mean 200% increased critical damage bonus, and that's without taking any gear or passive tree nodes into account to further increase your critical damage bonus. With some of the breach rings shown, like this one for example, and some of the keystones available, like blood magic, I can see some really strong and interesting builds from this ascendancy. Both the Infernalist and Blood Mage will have a unique playstyle that you can only experience by playing their specific ascendancy alone. This is actually making the Witch a top contender for my first character in PoE 2. GGG have done a great job in giving each ascendancy their own identity. And here's some bonus information. Jonathan stated that some of the footage from the demon form had some problems. When it shapeshifted, it unequipped its weapons, making the minions disappear, and this should be sorted for early access. The second thing he mentioned was to do with weapon swapping with minion builds, stating that you could have 2 separate minion setups for different situations, which I find very interesting and might actually want to play around with a minion build for once. The last thing I'll leave you guys with is my passive tree notable picture I made to help plan my caster builds. 99% of these were provided by Dreamcore's videos. Check them out if you want to see more notables on the passive tree. I will leave a link for this picture in the description as well for some better clarity. That's all for this video. Any thoughts, information or build ideas, drop in the comments below. If you found it useful or enjoyed it, drop me a like and subscribe for future content. On the 6th onwards, I'm streaming PoE on Twitch, which will be linked in the description below, as either a sorceress or a witch. I haven't really decided yet, I'm more leaning towards the witch now, but feel free to pop by and hang out guys. Thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video.